Well, hello there, blade fans, and welcome back to this old sword channel, where we review knives of all sorts and kinds. This one, however, is a classic Bestech Swordfish. It is a knife that many feel is a classic budget flipper. And I'm going to read you some specs in keeping with my latest theme of not doing measurements during the video so we can get on to other aspects of it. It's a big one. Overall length, 8.875 inches. Blade length, 3.875. A blade width of 1 inch. Blade thickness of 0.12 inches. It's a D2 blade material. It is considered to be a spear point, flat grind, satin finish, plain edge on this one, and a handle length of 5 inches. The handle width is 1 inch. Thickness of the handle is 0.57. Handle is a two-tone G10, black and olive green. The weight is 4.87 ounces. It's a right hand only tip-up carry, manual flipper, and it is a BG03A, made in China. So there you have the stats and specs. Let's take a closer look. Not that far. Okay. So you can see, actually, I said green. It's a tan in this case. Tan G10, perfectly mated to black G10. No line felt. If you closed your eyes and felt that, you wouldn't know you're moving from one G10 color to the other. It's a popular knife for dyeing, dyeing the handle, however. A lot of people like to dye that tan color because it's easily dyed, I understand. Black is going to be black. You're not going to change that. We've got a beautiful blade with a long, full-length, almost swedge. Nice aggressive jimping. Nice long handle, 5-inch long handle. So however you want to hold this, no problem. We have fairly ample room to kind of sneak your finger up in there if you want to, although it's not a full finger choil. And it's unusual in that it's a squared off choil. So we have both a edge termination giving us a sharpening choil and a sizable gap in there for a sharpening choil. So it could be used for either, I would suppose. We have an interesting flipper tab that's been skeletonized. So you have a triangle within a triangle. The back is, I was going to say completely open. Of course it's not. We have a G10 spacer in there. And so 2/3 of it is open. We have, I believe, some weight relieving. Yes, we've got pretty good weight relieving there, a couple of spots. And same on the liner locking side. So that's what keeps it under the 5 ounces for a knife that is almost 9 inches long and almost 4 inches in the blade. It is a light feeling. You know, again, there's the actual stats on a knife, the actual specs, and there's how it feels in the hand. This feels balanced and easily moved in the hand. You can use point down, no problem. Point up. You could even go edge in with this one. However you like to carry it. You are, however, limited with the pocket clip to one side. It is not necessarily deep carry, but comes close enough for most. It's an older style clip. This knife is about 1.5 years old or so in my collection. So this being the end of 2020, I probably got this the summer of 2019, maybe spring of 2019. Hard to recollect, but it is a style that's been out there for a long time. There you have the Bestech pivot logo. Looks kind of like an 8, but it's a B. We've got a very plain pivot with T8 on that side. I think these are T6s throughout the handle in order to remove the G10 handle slabs. Stainless steel liner. Pretty good thickness of those liners. And a bit of a stiff detent. Never adjusted it. If you commit, it's no problem opening it. If you try to fail it, you're not going to. Very snappy. Some people like them that way. Certainly as a safer knife, I don't think you're going to shake it loose. We have a nice big lanyard hole. And we have scales that are nicely contoured. So we have that sort of domed, arched contour to the handle. Makes it very comfortable. I mean, Ergos are great. The Ergos isn't like it melds into your hand like some knives, but it's almost completely neutral. Positive, but I'd say leaning towards neutral in terms of the overall feel. Runs on bearings. These are coming in, I don't know, 50, 60, something like that. Haven't checked the prices lately. It's drop shutty, this particular one. Haven't adjusted it right out of the box that way. Just really nice action. Again, a big knife, but light feeling. Let's see how it stacks up against a Benchmade Freak. Pivot to pivot. It's bigger than the Freak. Handle's very equivalent to the Freak. Blade falls about 3/4 of an inch shorter. But how about if we get out the real big guns here? Well, it's still bigger than the Rat 1. Oh yeah. So it's a biggie. Long and lean though. Very attractive EDC knife. One you might want to mod. I don't know. Certainly could. A lot of things you could do with this in terms of handle scales. You might even be able to get some custom scales for it or make some. I like it just the way it is. That G10 is just right. Not too shiny, not too rough. And don't forget that if you want to check these out at White Mountain Knives, you can get 10% off your order by using the code OLDSWORD. That's me. Have a great one. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. We'll be back with you again soon.